Hey YouTube, here's a rehash of this one. I'd forgotten I had it, almost, to be honest. I actually made this myself a few years ago. It's actually been in the attic for 3 years. String's still good. Elixirs, that's the way to go. This is a Dean. It used to be a baby ML, which was sort of the same shape as the down bag. It's not quite the same head, it's off, but it was a smaller body. It was maybe, I think the neck was full size, but the body was maybe 3/4 size. So it was a wee bit shit, and I always wanted a flying V. I've now got a flying V, but I always wanted one, so I kind of made this one out of my granny's old shelves. Look at, I don't know, it's not really going to show up the colour, but it's actually a type of wood called piranha pine, which they used to use for making staircases and stuff back in the 20s and 30s and stuff. It was only half thick, so I kind of doubled it up. Never actually quite finished it. Never built a cavity cover for the back. As you can see, it's got some switches on it, and if you see, they're in sort of a group there, not just all in a line. It's like 4 and then 2 and then 4. That's because these pickups are Warman quad rails, or the 2 4-rail ones are. The one in the middle is just a twin one. Actually, I just noticed that it's got black rails on it. Might be worthwhile investing in one with silver rails to make it look a wee bit better. And I can't remember what that bridge was from. I think it might be an Ibanez. Looks quite fancy anyway. I think Warman gave me that metal bit as well. Just one volume control. What else is there on it? Oh, there isn't. The machine heads are, they look like the Grovers that are on a BC Rich I just got, but they're made by Fuchsia, something like that. I don't know, I'd imagine it's Korean. But they seem to be quite good. Not a big fan of this type of headstock. You want those strings going in a straight line to the pad. So before I start playing it, one more thing. The shape, I guessed. I just drew it out on a bit of paper. There's actually a video when I was making this. This is before I was really before I was mental into guitars. And I was actually very surprised. I actually dug it out of the attic because I was going to fix it and make it work. I didn't realise it worked totally fine. Even the action and the string was brilliant. But the thing that's not quite right about it is the outside shape's fine, the outside dimension, it's this cutaway isn't quite right because it doesn't quite click into your knee the way a real flying V does. If you look at this V, I'm trying to put it in front of something light. There you can see that mine's just a bit pointier, as in this bit just comes up a bit higher. It should really only come down to there. Apart from that, it's not actually that bad. So this is the decimator. Technically, doesn't have all these switches are wired up by my own design. They all just basically turn on each bar individually, each coil individually. So you can have, that's the first one. So that's just the very one closest to the neck, just that bar. So single coil. And then if you stick the next one on, you've got this, it's like having a dual reel in the neck. So turn them all off again. I turn on. This is the bridgemost one. And this would be the bridge if it was just a dual reel. If that was a quad rail just on its own, it would be like this. Which to me that works pretty well. It's actually quite usable. I didn't realise it was. Obviously, if you turn them all on, you get an increasingly muddy mess. So it's like the middle one on as well. There's the next coil in there. That's all 10 on. Also, I think it's quite cool. But this was you're wondering about pickup placement where you want to put them. In this, you can actually just have any one of the coils on. So if I want to see what the fourth one, you can just put on that one. So that's a single coil there. And I can move that single coil to there by turning that off, turning on the next one. Very gradually getting twangier. Twangiest. Bassiest. Or you can have, well, I don't know what the combinations are, it'd be something stupid anyway, because you could have like a humbucker there and then have one in the middle as well. Just turn that to just one coil. Oh, what about a humbucker is two single coils that are reverse wound stuck together, where one of them's backwards, so every second one is reverse wound, so you could create a humbucker using, that's just 1 and 3. No, 1 and 3 would give you both that were both wired the same way, so it would be noisy. Oh, it's noisy anyway. I think I'm remembering why I stopped playing this guitar. Spent too much time flipping the switches. Just use those 4 for one. That's it. Doesn't quite walk on your knees the same way a flying does. Can't stop flicking the switches. A much better guitar than I thought it was. The maker must have been really good. Actually, if you look at one of the early videos, I think it's called The Decimator. It's got a Manowar soundtrack playing over the top of it. It just shows you just how ridiculously easy it is to actually, if you're just a wee bit practical, how easy it is to make actually what could be quite a good guitar. Obviously I didn't make the neck, it's just off a wee Dean, but I think I paid 30 quid for that guitar. And it's just, neck's, I don't know, it's alright. I'm not sure I like the pointy headstock, but it makes it different from my Arbiter V over there. So if you ever want to know what it sounds like with 10 pickups, in brackets, like, okay, I'm only joking, it's not really 10 pickups, but it is sort of, if you know what I mean. Cool. Hopefully you can maybe hear the difference in this. I got comments in the first video I did, this is years and years ago, and it was just like, oh dude, there's no difference in sound at all. And it's like, well, fucking is. It is. It does get gradually muddier and muddier the more you switch on. Not great, in very small increments. But it definitely goes that is the muddiest. And then if you turn them all off by the last one, oh, that's the least muddy. Yeah. That's actually quite a good sound. That's I just happened to not turn off switch number 4. So that's that one there, single coil, but it's quite a stratty sound. I actually really quite liking that sound. I might actually use this as a template if I was going to put one pickup in a guitar, where I would put it. That's where I would put it, because, well, what's the one next to it like? That's not as good as that one. Put the next one up. Definitely a point. Turn both of them. Haha. Right, so cheers and a big thanks to Josie Warman, who actually helped me wire it. Oh, he didn't help me wire it. He said he's the only person that didn't say, "You're a fucking idiot, don't do it." He just went, "Yeah, that's really silly, do that." So I just kind of, I wanted to know if it was possible. There's so much folklore about guitars. Was it ever going to focus on that? I think, see, I used a telephone cable, I think it was. It was a multi-cable I got from B&Q to do that, so they're all colour coded. And basically, all the switches are just a bypass, so when they're all on, they're all in series, not in parallel like they are on a normal guitar. These are, so basically, if you've got, you know, the 4 on, that is that fully wired the way you would if you were sticking it into a normal guitar. Rock on. Decimator by Malco Guitars.